Alright, you're with Al, and this is Chronicles of a Not Yet Champion Golfer. And it's also kind of down the line. It's like Chronicles of a Not Yet Down the Line Golfer. I didn't really want to sit in front of a computer on my own. And I actually want to come out and play a few holes, make it a bit interesting. So I'm just going to play a few holes, probably 5, I suppose. Bit of a course vlog, talk through some of the shots I'm hitting, but give a bit of an update on this season really, how things have been going. A couple of the thoughts I've had on the golf course, and basically that's it really. Just wanted to play some holes and film it and talk, so that's what I'm going to do. We're away. So just before we get into anything, I was going to say serious, but this is serious. Here's some ducks and a moorhen. There's the moorhen there, jogging along the side of the pond there. Little morning jog. And there's 3 ducks that seem to be looking to join the moorhens. Nice morning for the ducks. They seem to be getting, oh, they're getting out. They're getting out, they're going for the breakfast. Following each other. Bit of breakfast, need to get your tables in. Limited tables at the minute, so need to be there quick. Moorhens in no rush whatsoever. They're smaller though, they don't need as much breakfast. Enjoy it. So we've hit a lovely tee shot here on the par 5, 11th hole. Little fairway on the first, there he is. We've got 240 yards to a back pin. It's like 225 middle. I mean, I could get there with 3-iron, but I want to hit like quite a big cut with a 3-wood. Really, just because I want to hit that shot. It's quite, I think this is what this video is going to be about, you know, and talking about the enjoyment of the game. Because I actually think I've taken that out of it a little bit recently, and I want to just enjoy it and hit the shots that I want to hit. So that's what I'm going to do, and hit cut 3-wood off that bunker short left, move it back. I'm not hitting a better shot than that, ever. In my life, ever in my life. Stay on. Yeah. So, yeah. Relaxed, easy, enjoyed it, hit the cut. Love this game. So yeah, that shot kind of shows what I'm going to talk about. Right, well, let's get to tournaments. I've not been playing good in tournaments. Scores haven't been good, really. I made the cut in my first event in the Leeds Cup. Finished sort of middle of the pack, and since then, you know, I've not played well. It's been, say I've not played well, I've actually struck it pretty good, but it's just been the old thing of a couple of bad holes, but kind of knowing they're coming, and knowing those bad holes are coming has kind of taken away the enjoyment of playing those events for me a little bit. And then you get overly protective, and I'll probably say I haven't been committing to as many shots as, well, I should commit to every shot, and I hadn't been, basically, and that's what's been costing me. And I haven't really been enjoying the game because of that. Not going to make excuses at all, because I think in terms of practice and everything like that, I've been good, striking it good. Certainly on the videos, I feel like I show myself to be a pretty good player, I think. But I think your measure of golf is how you play in tournaments. That's the golfer that you are. So there's no getting away from that fact that if you shoot a 79 and 80, at that moment in time, that's where you're at. Don't get me wrong, I don't feel like that's my level, but with the scores that I've been shooting, it is, basically. And there's a reason for that, and I need to address it and get better at it, and just sort of go back to a little bit of what I know how to do, and trust that I know how to do it, like that shot then. Like hitting a cut 3-wood into the middle of a par 5 green. Like, relaxed, easy, natural golf swing. Enjoyed it, obviously, and it's there. Right there. And I'm putting for an eagle. And who doesn't enjoy that? I've got another option in my bag today, actually. Bit of an inspirational option in my bag. I'll talk that through in the coming holes. But it plays a good part in my current new mentality. That's all I put for eagle. Move. Don't move. Stop moving. Stop moving. Stop. Told it to move. It listened. It's a delightful birdie though. Just enjoy the birdie. Delightful birdie that. Early in the morning. I'm going to hit a cut off the left. Partly because I want to hit a cut. It suits this hole, and if I know what way it's going, I'm going to start it quite a way left of the bunker up the left side and move it back. The chances of me overcutting it so that it goes like hedge is unlikely. If it doesn't quite move back enough, it's fine. It's just going to be left rough. And if it does, it's fairway. But you know what? Hitting that shot takes the fear of that one. Like long, heavy, hard right. Takes the fear of that shot out, and I know you shouldn't be fearing that. I actually played a tournament here a couple of weeks ago. Got on this hole, and I play this, you know, day in, day out, know what I'm doing, just hit driver. But I think this is part of the problem of playing your own course all the time, is you just go through the motions, you don't actually focus all that much, which is a good thing that the videos actually make me do that. But I stood up here and I was like, doubting whether to hit driver or not. Hit it, because that's what I always hit, and hit it over the hedge. Lost my ball, made a 7. It's a straightforward hole. And you're like, well, what are you doing there? Didn't pick a shot, just tried to hit it straight, because I actually sometimes don't trust that I can hit a shot when I play tournaments, which is part of why I shoot the scores that I think I should shoot better than. And again, that kind of gets me away from the enjoyment of the game, whereas I actually enjoy shaping it. I enjoy hitting shots where I think I'm going to cut it off that, or I'm going to move it right to left off that, although I don't do that one very often. So I don't know why I don't do that more, really. So going back to tournaments, yeah, there's been moments in the tournaments where, to be honest with you, I could put the clubs away, not play again for a long time, and that's generally when I come off after the tournament. I could do that, but then I get up the next morning, the first thing I want to do is go and practice and sort it out. So when I say sometimes I don't enjoy it, I still love it, and that's what keeps me going. And you know what, it's a strange season from that point of view, and playing tournaments, because there's no Q school at the end of the year. Tournaments a little bit disjointed, like everything's been strange. I'm not moaning at it, by the way, it's just how things are at the moment for everyone as people, and a lot worse situations than not knowing what golf tournaments to play. But in terms of that, it's hard to get a real rhythm. I haven't actually played all that many tournaments, and for me at the moment, no Q school at the end of the year, you almost can't warrant putting a load of money into playing a lot of tournaments right now, when at the end of it there's not that sort of incentive that you're preparing for Q school or whatever it might be. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at feeling wise in certain sense of the tournaments at the moment. But this is going to be a new target of getting back to really enjoying the game, which is why I do it in the first place, which I'll get on to my new club in my bag. It's not new. I'll hit this shot first though. 96 yards, actually not a bad lie. Wet grass though. Got to make sure you're striking ball first out of this. So I like to go a little bit further back in my stance, hands a little further forward, and just feel like I keep them there, almost like a punch shot. But bearing in mind it's going to take a little bit of loft off, so this is 96 yards. I'm going to play it like a 90-yard shot to allow for that loft that I've taken off. Sometimes you get a flyer out of the rough, sometimes you don't. It's difficult to know, really. You know, you can get certain lies where you think you will and it comes out soft, and the opposite the other way. So I'm just going to play it like a 90-yard shot. Bit of a backstop behind the pin here, bit of a slope, so I know I can actually go a little long and it will come back. So straight at it, just enjoy the challenge, Al. It's not bad, a little bit short, it's fine, it's fine. What I've just said there, just enjoy the challenge. I think that's a big thing. Yeah, don't fear the challenge, enjoy the challenge of whatever shot is in front of you, and you hit it in the rubbish. Well then enjoy the challenge of getting it out of it, or enjoy the challenge of hitting a provisional. It's mad, isn't it, how provisionals are always good as well. Stand up, don't care almost. Even if you hit it in the rubbish, you're provisionally like, oh well, I'll just hit this now. Almost like I'll probably find my first, even though it's in like the densest of the thickest of rough ever. And then you smash the provisional. Because one, you're either lost the plot and you don't care anymore, or you think you'll find your other one. Lot to be said for that. You know what I mean? Like, on the camera, my natural thing was I was going to criticise the shot and be like, oh, it's a little short, it's a little right. It's about 9 foot away. Why would you be critical of that? Why would you not say, yes, that's a birdie chance? Even if it was 20 foot away, yes, that's a birdie chance. Not be like, oh, it's 20 foot away. Enjoy the challenge of the putt. No. It's a good putt there. Just moved more than I thought it threatened. Just went at the end. It's a non-stressful par. So my new club in the bag, right? This is what got me thinking and kind of reminded me why I play golf and why I actually started doing it in the first place. I found this inadvertently as well. I wasn't actually looking for it. I was looking for something else in the loft and found my first set of golf clubs. First set of golf clubs I ever had when I was 8, and I found this. How good is that? Wilson Blue Ridge forward tour grip. No one on tour has used that grip, but I found it and I used to use that from everywhere. Honest, absolutely everywhere. Loved it. When I was like 8, I just played because I wanted to play. I had no expectations, no thoughts of score or anything. Just go out, play. I mean, clubs were, you know, completely random. Like, that was the longest club in my bag, and then I had, it was called an All-American 8-iron. I had a Regal 6-iron. I found them all before, and I loved it. And then somehow you get away from that the more you play, and the more serious you get about the game. You get away from the reasons why you actually started playing in the first place, and you lose those feelings. And that forward kind of come at the right time for me, to be honest, because I probably feel like I do need a little bit of time off, and I've been a little bit afraid in the past to take time off. But, you know, I probably need to put the clubs away for 2 weeks, get away from it, come back fresh again and go for it again. But yeah, finding that club just kind of reminded me of why you play and what you do it for, and getting back to that feeling of enjoying it. I should be able to enjoy it more, because even I feel weird saying it, but I should just say I'm a good golfer. Like, I am a good golfer, so I should enjoy it. Why wouldn't you enjoy it if you're good at golf? And don't get me wrong, like, most of the time I do enjoy it. It's just in tournaments sometimes my enjoyment is dictated by the score rather than enjoying the challenge of hitting good golf shots. And that's very much where I need to get back to, I think. This is very deep, isn't it? And hit my tee shot. Love that little fade. Love that little fade. So yeah, I'm obviously going to hit a shot with that forward, aren't I? At some point. Next hole, I'm going to hit a shot with that forward. I remember I used to love it. I used to use it for like chipping and everything. I used to absolutely love it. So yeah, that's kind of where my feeling is at, really. And it's definitely more of feel more positive about it now, because I've kind of made a decision that, right, you need to get back to enjoying the game and having the motivation to get out there again. And I think it's easy to get quite stale, because honestly I can't remember the last day where I didn't hit a golf ball. And that's because if I have a day where I don't, I kind of feel guilty about it, which is daft, really. Maybe some point in the future I'll take a few days off, but you know, that motivation is still there to do well, to compete at whatever level that I can compete at, and wherever that takes me, whether it's, you know, playing in the Open or playing tour events, playing European Tour, playing regional PGA, whatever it is. I just want to compete to the level that I kind of know that I can. But I really need to just enjoy the process of that rather than it being the be all and end all, really. And I guess that's kind of what the video is about. I'm just hitting golf shots that I enjoy hitting, which, to be honest, I'm very much enjoying this morning. Sun's out, course is great. At the minute, I'm hitting nice little fades. I've hit the fairway here. And yeah, all's good at the minute. So stop saying at the minute. Oh, waving, don't know who's waving to me there. What shot do I want to play? I like a 50 into the bank. Yeah, I like 50 into the bank because that'll kill it. Middle of the bank, give myself room. Even if it's short, it hits the flatter point and bounces up. Goes a bit long, hits the steeper up slope and stops it. Sit. 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 Don't get angry about it. I overhit it and I pulled it. Okay, that was poor process. That I was thinking about who was waving at me rather than the actual chip. So that was poor process, but attention is probably something I need to work on. Crow. Oh, it's a pigeon, actually, making that noise. More of a crow sound, I thought. Nice pace. Oh, look at me looking at the positives of the putt. That's a 4. Got no comment whether it's a disappointing 4 or not. It is, but no, it's just a par. It's no disappointment. I'm going to attempt to draw with a driver. All right. No idea where it went, mate. Yeah, no idea where that's gone. Felt good. So in terms of the channel, by the way, I want to thank everyone for watching, because that's something that's kept me very much motivated, because I have to do the right stuff, and probably something that's affected me a bit, because you talk about effective practice and everything like that, and then if I go out and don't play well, I feel like I kind of haven't somehow validated what I've spoke about, which is again a bit daft, because you've got to have the mentality and talk it through and everything, but you've got to properly commit to it. And I think sometimes in tournaments I don't carry forward a lot of the stuff that I talk about, so I really need to basically keep on with that and make sure that I am focused. I'm going to try and find my ball, I can't see it in the fairway, but make sure that I am focused in what I'm doing. But in terms of the channel, I think I want to play a lot more, get out on the golf course. I haven't played anywhere near enough 18 holes. I don't think I've actually done an 18-hole video, complete score over 18 holes. So that's something I want to do. But is that something that people want to see? What sort of stuff do you like watching? Because ultimately you're the people that support the channel, and I really appreciate it, and I want to put stuff out that you want to see, as well as stuff that's effective practice. So yeah, if you've got any ideas and you could comment on the video to let me know, that would be brilliant, because it would help me out. Because like I said, during lockdown and stuff, did quite a lot at home, and as much as the golf side of things, you can get a little bit lost at times. It's the same with the videos. It's reflection on kind of the things I'm working on, and it's just as easy to lose that. But definitely the videos have kept me motivated to carry on practicing and carry on working, when in the past, without any Q school going forward or anything like that, it may have been a little bit more difficult to do that. So yeah, thanks to everyone for supporting. Right, I'll find my ball now. I found it. I actually overdrew it or pulled it, I don't know, because I couldn't see, but it's there. That looks bad. The fairway's only there. This is one of the hardest holes on the course, one of the hardest tee shots and hardest approaches. The green's so narrow. But I've actually got a nice little gap here. See, this, you wouldn't choose to put it here, but this shot, I love this sort of shot. Like the challenge of hitting it low, little draw, under the tree, bit of creativity about the shot. I love that. So that is not something to fear. That is not something to be disappointed about. That's something to look forward to playing. Whereas in tournaments, this is what I'm talking about in a sense of I'd be kind of in a mode where, oh, that's not in a good position. This could lead to bogey, and lose that enjoyment factor of playing this actual shot. And that's what I'm talking about when I need to get back into it. So I'm not like negative. I just need to get back into the mode of enjoying the golf shot. I also need to hit my forward at some point. I'm going to play a 5-iron low, kind of that gap in the, like where the branches come down, through that little draw. Doesn't need to be a big hook, just a little draw. If it needs to be a bigger hook, I'd probably hit 6 or 7-iron because I'd hit it harder, but it only needs to be sort of like a 5-yard draw. It just needs to be low. That's a tree. Is that in my way? No. Okay. It's a little too much draw, probably a little too low. It's fine, it's just sort of front leftish. Didn't quite pull it off. Got to be honest, I'm normally good at them that I see the shot. Wasn't a bad shot, just wasn't spectacular. Right, I'm just gonna hit me forward now. I'm gonna put another ball down, hit me forward. Very excited about this. Definitely needs a re-grip in. What a club that is. Oh, what a shot that is. Oh. How good's that? That club could go in the bag permanently. Just rock up with that. What is he using? This is what I'm using. That. What is that? It's a Wilson Blue Ridge, mate. Got the yellow insert in it. It's pretty special, the little ferrules coming off. A little bit of rust on the shaft. Grip's a little bit split. It's proper golf. Proper golf. Proper golf that, innit? Proper golf club. Right, tricky shot this, but that's good. Because if it's easy, it's just boring. Got a little cushion of fringe there we need to carry over. So I could, you know, if that was all green, I could run it, but I can't because that'll slope off into the bunker. So we've got to fly it. Don't know why I've got my glove on. Got to fly it over that fringe, but there's plenty of room between the edge of the fringe and the flag, so I can actually fly it halfway between the edge of that fringe and the pin. And it'll stop, and that's focusing on my landing spot. So when I'm actually hitting the shot, and when I'm lining it up and looking at the target, I'm looking at landing spot, not looking at the flag. Because I'm literally just focusing on where the ball's going to where it's landing. The rest is up to the green to take care of. Nearly hold it, so yeah, nearly hold it. Oh, there's my other ball, me forward went in the bunker, just trickled in on the side. Enjoyed that forward though, you know, I did. Up and down par, loving up and down par. Right, I was gonna finish there, but I'm gonna play one more hole. And I'm going to play it with me forward the whole way, because that's what I used to do as a kid. So forward the whole way. Look how small it is in the bag. All the clubs, it's down there. It like goes below the level of the bag. It's amazing. Seems like a sensible option. 450 yard par 4. Junior 4 wood. Actual wood. Not gone very far, but that's going in the bag. That's going in the bag. Must be the first time I've hit a wooden club for 25 years, I reckon. Very different, but it's good. It's gone pretty straight, so that's good. I've got about 240 yards. Yeah, that's junior 4 wood, innit? Strike, a little up the right. It's going to be a difficult pitch shot with a 4 wood, that. Sit, sit, sit. Nah. Too hard, wasn't it? Too hard with the 4 wood. Didn't realise the reactiveness of the face. Face technology. Yellow insert technology. That's what that is. With the varnish peeling off. What a club. Feeling quite nostalgic. It's been an emotional video this today, hasn't it? Yeah. The most enjoyable birdie. Birdie, right. You gotta enjoy the game, you can't just cheat. It's the most enjoyable bogey I've ever made with me 4 wood. So apart from the fact that I want to put a junior 4 wood in my bag. Oh, helicopter. There's a helicopter. Can you hear it? Helicopter! I can't see through the roof, but... Forgotten where I was. So yeah, I don't want you to think I don't like golf, because I do. Obviously I like golf. But I think sometimes in tournaments, I struggle to enjoy it because I'm so concerned about the score. And then because I'm so concerned about the score, I don't score well. And then I don't enjoy it because I'm not scoring well. So it's just like a big vicious circle, if you get me. And I think part of that is playing for perfection all the time. Trying to hit the perfect shots, getting annoyed if I don't, but then worrying about not hitting the perfect shot. Rather than going out, well, yeah, as an example, I played 9 holes the other day. This is after I filmed this video, and I thought, whatever happens here, I'm just going to embrace the challenge. I think I hit like 1 green out of the first 6 holes. Hit it all over the place. Got it up and down 4 times. I was 1 over after 6, and then hit 3 quality shots on 7, 8, 9. Finished birdie, birdie, birdie. Shot 2 under for 9 holes, and I hit it all over the place. Just taking it golf for what it is. That sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. You're not going to hit every shot perfect. You can actually still score, and this is the last time I say it, I promise. I actually really enjoyed that challenge. So that's really what I need to carry forward. And I think that's pretty much it. I've said enjoy it 3,000 times. That was one of the objectives of the video. And, well, oh, the Biff and Jamie, they're out at the US Open this week at Winged Foot. I mean, the Biff's played 9 holes since March, I think, so he's made his first 3 cuts back after injury, so I think he's done brilliant. He's been in contention a couple of times as well. So, good luck to the boys in the US Open. If you like the video and like the channel, if you could subscribe, that would be really appreciated. And I think that's pretty much it from me. So, thanks for watching. See you next Tuesday, and I'll see you down the line. That is a tricky pin there, look at that. Right on the front edge. It's a 4 wood all day from here to that pin.